I've been around the world once, had your fiance twice. I ain't nothing nice, but every lifestyle got a price. Kiss my mama on the cheek, cause her love was deep, like Keith Sweat. But the deeper the streets get, the deeper the beat gets. And the fatal attraction to boil your pet. Cause everybody wanna have it lavish. Now, Cavassier is my dossier, overnight insight. I write like 600,000 kilobytes.
This is going to be a sample shopping episode, of course, sponsored by Adriana at Decant Shop, the best place online to get samples of all different types of fragrances, niche fragrances, designer fragrances, discontinued fragrances, original formulations. You could think of it, they got it, and you're going to get the best prices at decantshop.com, especially when you use my coupon code MAX12. So we have 4 fragrances to look at today, guys. We're going to set it off with one from the house of Roja Dove, and this one is called Lilac Extrait. Now, when Roja Dove had their outlet sale, which I talked about when I reviewed Ombre Extrait, Adriana from Decant Shop picked up some scents from there. You know, hopefully we'll get to all of them. The Extrait series that Roja Dove had is no more. I know some of the scents, like Vetiver was turned into Vetiver Pour Homme, and I think Lily and Gardenia has turned into Pour Femme, but I don't think Lilac has. So I don't think you can find Lilac Extrait anymore. Now, 50 ml of this guy retailed for $395. Those Roja prices are a bit silly to me. You know, in terms of the whole Roja Dove line, I need more information on it before I can really give definitive opinions. I've only smelled, I think, about 6 or 7 scents. And really the only one that's blown me away thus far is Ombre Extrait, which I own and is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I really need to do some more investigation into the fragrances that remain. I know a bunch of stuff was discontinued, like Creation-y and this Extrait line. I do find their pricing prohibitive, but I do know they're now offering 7.5 ml sprays. So, you know, a fragrance that's $1,000, you could get a 7.5 ml spray for $100. And since I have so many bottles and use so little juice at this point, those are kind of attractive options to me. So I gotta check that out. I don't know if those 7.5 ml sprays are offered in the United States. I know they are available at the Roja Dove site. Now, this one is primarily a women's scent, Lilac Extrait. Notes on this one are bergamot at the top, heliotrope, jasmine, orange blossom, peach, rose, violet, lang lang in the middle, amyris, benzoin, cedar, cinnamon, cloves, ginger, oak moss, orris root, patchouli, Peru balsam, sandalwood, and vanilla in the base. This one came out in 2013. In New York City, you can pick these up, or just Roja in general, at Bergdorf, Goodman, and Oswald. As far as this one goes, I don't really like this one. I don't really look at this as a lilac scent. I think this is way more. It kind of has like a animalic, funky vibe to it. You know, that could be from the benzoin and the amyris, or even the orris root, which can be a little bit indolic, I feel like, at points. There's jasmine in this one. That could be giving the indolicness to me. You know, when I think of Lilac Extrait, I think of like really clean white floral, and I just don't get this from this fragrance. My mother's lilac is her favorite scent. She definitely has a lot of favorite lilac scents. Jo Malone has one that she loves, and she liked this one, but she didn't think it was that great. Certainly she didn't find it to be worth $400. So I think it's good. I think it's an okay fragrance, but certainly for me, it's not something I would wear as a guy, and I couldn't see paying $400 for this fragrance. The next one to look at is another one from Roja. This one is Bergamot Extrait, and this is another one that is now gone. And for this one's more unisex, or for men. Top notes are lavender, lemon, orange, and rosemary. Middle notes are jasmine and rose, and base notes are coriander, ginger, musk, oak moss, patchouli, and vetiver. For me, just another one that is not worth that $400 price point that these were offered at. This is a nice bergamot scent, but I mean, there's a lot of nice bergamot scents. Xerjoff has a lot of nice citrus scents in their shooting star line. Certainly for me, like Kobe and Neo are both excellent. I realize like Neo's more neroli, but this is just a good bergamot fragrance, you know. So's 4711. So is Acqua di Cima by Eau d'Italy. They're nice citrus fragrances. To me, not worth $400. The lasting power on this one, while good, is not exceptional. I don't think this one is worth the money either. Now, next up, we're going to one of my favorite indie houses in the game, guys. This one is from the house of Smellbent, and it's called Violet Tendencies. I fucks with Brent's brand, Smell Bent, so hard, and I'm so stoked that Decant Shop has decided to stock some from this house. I would love to collaborate with Smell Bent in the future, including, I own 6 bottles from this house, and including travel sprays, over 15 fragrances from this brand. Bottle-wise, I have 2010 Ice Station Pineapple, Incensed Saint-Tropez Après Soleil, The Fall, and The Yard Next Door. I'm looking for that 7th bottle because these are very high quality indie scents that go for $48 to $50 for 50 ml, and you cannot beat that with the bat. This one is called Violet Tendencies, obviously a play on Violent Tendencies. We looked at Tokyo Mama Fizz in the past on this show. The notes on this one are violet leaf, rough and worn leather, oud, and dark spruce. And this one is hard body, guys. This one is hardcore leather. Animalic, dirty fucking leather. I, at first, was like, ugh. And then once I let it settle on my skin a little bit, I feel this one a little bit more. I would not buy this fragrance. I'm sorry if you hear that in the background. My dog is coughing. She's got a little bit of cough. She's 15 years old. She's got to do what she's got to do. You all right, buddy? Huh? You okay? Excuse me, but no, this one, once you let it open up, it's not that bad. It's not great. I wouldn't say you should run out and buy this one, but if you like leather fragrances, you might want to give this one a try. This is a hardcore leather. I don't really get the oud as much as I get like a dirty saddle, almost like cow leather. If that's something that appeals to you, you should check this one out. We're going to finish this one up with one that I know a lot of people are going to be interested in. This is the latest and greatest from the house of Thierry Mugler, and it's called Pure Tonka. Now, I almost blind bought this bitch, but showed some restraint because I know you can now get scents like Pure Wood and Ultra Zest for like $50 online. So why pay $90 that Thierry Mugler wants you to put up in the beginning unless the scent is just so fuego that I need it? Rarely happens. Own a few from this house. I own Mugler Cologne, which I love, Pure Malt, which I love, Pure Haven, which I like, Pure Leather, which I hate, Be Men, which I'm Pure Men, which I'm Pure Shot, which I'm and Pure Coffee, which I like. So I have 7. The next one would probably be Ultra Zest, and then I'm good. Because the rest, including the original, don't really move me that much. Now, this one dropped this year. The perfumer on this one is Jacques Huguelet, who does really good work with Mugler. And the notes on this one are tonka bean, lavender, coffee, and vanilla. Sounds piff to me. And as far as this one goes, if you own Rocus Man, if you own New Harlem, if you own Tonka Imperial, Feve Delicios by Dior Privé, I don't think you need this scent. For me, this is tonka bean, lavender, and coffee. It's not that different from what the work that Maurice Roussel did with Rojas and with Bond Number 9. It's really not that different at all. I think if you have one, you don't need the others. I think if you want one of them, you might want to throw this one in the mix. Like if you're looking at Rocus Man in New Harlem, you might want to look at this one. If you're looking at Feve Delicios, you might want to look at this one. I don't know that you need more than 2 or 3 of these. I own Rocus Man, I own New Harlem, and I own Tonka Imperial, which is very different. That has more of an almondy herbal quality to it, but I certainly don't need this one, and I couldn't see myself buying it other than the fact that I really like the bottle. And that's just a dumb reason for me to buy fragrances at this point. So guys, if I'm ranking these, this would be hard. I keep it 100 with you guys. Just in terms of, oh shit, this one interests me, I would have to put Violet Tendencies number 1. I think I'd put this one, Ultra or Pure Tonka at number 2, just because it's a really good fragrance. Then I'd have to go Bergamot Extrait, and then I'd have to go Lilac Extrait. I don't think I'd purchase any of these. If I just started my fragrance journey, Pure Tonka might be up my alley. Would I buy Violet Tendencies? Probably not. It's a little bit too, the leather is a little bit too raw for me, but I have a lot of respect for this one. I think it's a dope fragrance. I think if you like those tough leather fragrances like Leather Oud by Dior, or Cure by Mona Diorio, then you might enjoy this one, because this is the real deal. So guys, that is it for this week's episode. Got a good one for you next week. We'll start looking at the house at Bond number 9. We'll then go to the house of Comptoir Sud Pacifique. We'll then go to the house of Hugo Boss and look at one from their higher end collection. And then we'll finish next week with another from the house of Smell Bent, another offbeat one from the house of Smell Bent. Now guys, I know you already know, but I have to say it anyway. These are of course possible only due to the generosity of Adriana at Decant Shop. So I want to thank you guys for going to the store, using my coupon code MAX12 to make these videos possible. I think it's so dope that I get to smell these fragrances, Roja Dove and Smell Bent and Thierry Mugler and the new ones. So shout out to Decant Shop. You know, I keep saying it, Decant Shop is absolutely the best place to get samples and decants of these fragrances. The prices just cannot be beat. The customer service cannot be beat. You're always getting what you paid for, and it's always service with a smile. The customer service is just through the roof. I keep getting that feedback from customers that thank me for putting them on to Decant Shop, and it really makes me happy to know that it's such a win-win for my subscribers and Decant Shop. So thank you to you guys. Thank you to Decant Shop. Use that coupon code MAX12, and I'll see you next week with the next episode.
Cavassier is my dossier, overnight insight. I write like 600,000 kilobytes. Yes, I'm on one. European cars, Cuban cigars, rap stars, glass ceilings to the inevitable cap, healing for sex.